Hi, class. This is Renee Guide. My partner Christy Lopez and myself chose to discuss anorexia. What is anorexia? Anorexia is an eating disorder that is characterized by reduced appetite or total aversion to food. It is a serious psychological disorder. The physical signs and symptoms of anorexia are related to starvation, but the disorder also includes emotional and behavioral issues related to an unrealistic perception of body weight and an extremely intense fear of gaining weight. Here are some physical symptoms of anorexia: extreme weight loss, hair that is thinning, osteoporosis, thin appearance, constipation, insomnia, abnormal blood counts, downy hair downy hair covering the body, fatigue, absence of menstruation, dizziness or fainting, dry or yellowish skin, bluish discoloration of fingers, intolerance of the cold, irregular heart rhythms, low blood pressure, dehydration, and swelling of legs and arms. Here are some emotional and behavioral symptoms: preoccupation with food, irritability, refusal to eat, reduced interest in sex, denial of hunger, depressed mood, fear of gaining weight, thoughts of suicide, lying about the amount of food being eaten, flat mood, and social withdrawal. Here are some red flags: skipping meals, making excuses for not eating, eating only a few types of low calorie foods, adopting rigid meal or eating rituals, creating elaborate meals for others, or refusing to eat. Refusing to eat. Repeated weighing or measuring of themselves, frequent checking in the mirror for perceived flaws, complaining about being fat, not wanting to eat in public, and calluses on knuckles. The article we reviewed is called Mortality Rates in Patients with Anorexia Nervosa and Other Eating Disorders. In this study, a systematic literature search, research, appraisal, and meta-analysis were conducted to explore the morbidity and mortality rates in patients with eating disorders. The objective of the study was to compile and analyze the mortality rates in individuals with anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, and eating disorder not otherwise specified. Peer-reviewed articles published between January 1966 and September 2010 that reported mortality rates among patients with eating disorders were used, and the results showed that individuals with eating disorders have significantly elevated mortality rates, with the highest rates occurring in those with anorexia. The study also found that age is a significant predictor of mortality in the patients with anorexia, and a significant amount of patients with anorexia committed suicide. Here is a video with a young lady talking about her experience with anorexia.
My name is Harriet, and I have hope that all of the bad things I've been through can be turned into something good. That's why I want to make this video and tell you my story. I remember having negative body image for as long as I've had memories. When I was around 3 years old, I clearly recall my father picking up another little girl and saying that he couldn't pick me up anymore because I was too heavy. I learned what a calorie was at age 5. I grew up watching my mother diet and exercise obsessively, which led me to stop eating breakfast and start only drinking weight loss shakes at age 9. When I was about 10 years old, I started to feel self-conscious about my weight. By 11, I was restricting my eating severely, although I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't yet know that I was developing an eating disorder. I made the connection between eating less and losing weight around the time I turned 13, and by my freshman year of high school, I had started exercising, counting calories, purging, and restricting to the point of hospitalization. Now I'm 17, and I've spent the last 3 years of my life in and out of hospitals and recovery centers because I've kept convincing everyone else around me that I was well enough to be home, even when I was really just learning more tricks to avoid getting caught. I lied to the people I love most and became someone completely unrecognizable. I sacrificed my strongest morals to protect something that was only hurting me and taking everything from me. In doing so, I've missed out on so much of my own life. I don't know who I am without my eating disorder. The one thing I know is what keeps me fighting. I want to be here. I want to be able to accept the help, support, and love that surrounds me every single day. I am motivated to finally make the changes I know I need to make to discover who I really am. When people ask me what I want to be when I grow up, I tell them that I want to be happy. My goal is to make this year the year I turn my life around. I want to look back on this year and feel proud of myself. My name is Harriet, and I have hope. I hope that people who don't know what it's like to have an eating disorder will have compassion for those who are struggling. I hope that people who do have eating disorders will feel like they have a voice and that they will feel less guilty, alone, and hopeless. If my story resonates with even one single person, I will feel like my entire journey has been worthwhile. Having an eating disorder may not be a choice, but you can choose to beat this. I can beat this. You are strong enough. I am strong enough. You are beautiful enough. And I am beautiful enough. You are enough. My name is Harriet, and I am enough.
That was a touching video about anorexia. Now we have some national web resources if you want to research anything about anorexia or other eating disorders. That's the end of our video. Thank you for watching.